History is often remembered through wars. Millions of lives are changed forever. But every once in a while, in the middle of unimaginable chaos, one person steps forward. Not because they are fearless, but because they choose to act despite their fear. These are the men and women whose courage inspired entire armies, saved countless lives, and changed the course of history. Today, we're exploring some of the greatest war heroes the world has ever known. Their stories sound almost unbelievable. Yet every story of them is real. Let's begin. Imagine an entire army searching desperately for a single man. Not because he commanded thousands of soldiers, but because one sniper was stopping their advance. His name was Simo Häyhä. History remembers him by another name: the White Death. In November 1939, the Soviet Union invaded Finland, beginning what became known as the Winter War. The Soviet army expected a quick victory. Instead, they encountered fierce resistance from a much smaller Finnish force. Among those defenders was a quiet farmer from Finland. Simo Häyhä wasn't a professional celebrity soldier. Before the war, he spent his days hunting and working on his family farm. Those years of hunting in the harsh Finnish wilderness gave him incredible patience, discipline, and marksmanship. Wearing white camouflage, Häyhä blended almost perfectly into the snow-covered forests. Unlike many snipers of his time, he preferred using iron sights instead of a telescopic scope, because a scope could reflect sunlight and reveal his position. Iron sights also allowed him to keep his head lower, making him an even harder target to spot. In temperatures that sometimes dropped below -40 degrees Celsius, he remained motionless for hours. Some accounts even suggest he packed snow in front of his position to reduce the visible cloud from his breath. Over the course of less than 100 days, Häyhä was credited with more than 500 confirmed sniper kills, making him widely regarded as the most successful sniper in military history. The Soviet army launched repeated attempts to eliminate him. They sent sniper teams, artillery bombardments, entire patrols. Yet he survived. In March 1940, just days before the Winter War ended, Häyhä was seriously wounded by an explosive bullet that struck his jaw. He fell into a coma. Remarkably, he regained consciousness on the very day peace was declared between Finland and the Soviet Union. He survived the war, recovered over several years, and lived a quiet life until his death in 2002 at the age of 96. Simo Häyhä never described himself as a hero. To this day, military historians continue to study his tactics, and his story remains one of the most extraordinary examples of skill, endurance, and resilience ever witnessed on a battlefield. Imagine being only 19 years old, standing alone against an entire enemy force. That was the reality for Audie Murphy, an American soldier during World War II. On January 26, 1945, near the village of Holtzwihr in France, Murphy's company was attacked by German forces. Most soldiers were ordered to retreat. Murphy stayed behind. Using a disabled burning tank destroyer as cover, he climbed onto it and fired its machine gun while directing artillery fire over the radio. For nearly an hour, he held off a much larger attacking force almost entirely by himself. When his ammunition finally ran low, he climbed down. Instead of retreating, he led a successful counterattack. His actions helped save many of his fellow soldiers. For this incredible bravery, Audie Murphy received the Medal of Honor, America's highest military decoration. He remains one of the most decorated American soldiers in history. When Germany invaded the Soviet Union in 1941, millions answered the call to defend their country. Among them was a university student named Lyudmila Pavlichenko. Instead of becoming a nurse, she demanded to fight on the front lines. She became a sniper. Within a single year, she achieved an astonishing 309 confirmed enemy kills, making her one of the most successful snipers in military history. But her story wasn't only about numbers. She repeatedly risked her life to rescue wounded comrades and inspired countless Soviet soldiers during some of the darkest moments of the war. Later, she traveled to the United States to encourage Allied cooperation. Her courage made her an international symbol of resistance. Could someone become a war hero without ever firing a gun? Most people would say no. Desmond Doss proved them wrong. A combat medic during World War II, Doss refused to carry a weapon because of his religious beliefs. Many fellow soldiers doubted him and even mocked him. Everything changed during the Battle of Okinawa in 1945. As intense fighting erupted across the cliffs known as Hacksaw Ridge, many wounded soldiers were left behind. Again and again, Desmond Doss climbed into the battlefield under enemy fire. Each time, he rescued another wounded soldier. Then another. And another. Every time Desmond said, "Please, Lord, help me get one more." By the end of the battle, historians estimate he saved approximately 75 men. Without firing a single shot. He became the first conscientious objector to receive the Medal of Honor. His remarkable story was later portrayed in the film Hacksaw Ridge. Some heroes fought openly. Others fought in the shadows. Nancy Wake was one of the most dangerous resistance fighters of World War II. Born in New Zealand and raised in Australia, she joined the French resistance after Nazi Germany occupied France. The Gestapo nicknamed her the White Mouse because she repeatedly escaped capture. In 1944, before the Allied invasion of Normandy, she helped organize thousands of resistance fighters. She delivered secret messages, destroyed communication lines, led sabotage missions and coordinated attacks that disrupted German forces before D-Day. Despite constant danger, she survived the war. She became one of the most highly decorated women of World War II. During World War I, one American soldier accomplished something almost impossible. His name was Alvin York. Initially, Alvin York didn't even want to fight because his religious beliefs made him question war itself. But after joining the U.S. Army, he found himself in the Meuse-Argonne offensive in October 1918. His unit became trapped under intense enemy machine gun fire. Many soldiers were killed. Alvin York took action. Using remarkable marksmanship and calm decision-making, he eliminated several machine gun positions and captured over 130 German soldiers. His actions helped break through enemy defenses during one of the largest offensives of the First World War. York became one of America's most celebrated heroes. Perhaps no mission in history required more courage. In 1940, Polish resistance officer, Witold Pilecki, deliberately allowed himself to be captured by Nazi Germany. His goal? To enter Auschwitz. Not to escape danger, but to uncover the truth. Inside the concentration camp, he secretly organized a resistance network. He gathered intelligence, smuggled reports to the outside world and informed the Allies about the horrific crimes taking place. After nearly 3 years, he escaped and continued fighting for Poland. Today, historians consider him one of the bravest resistance fighters of World War II. Thousands of war heroes have never become famous and many never received medals. Some were forgotten entirely. So what connects all of these people? It wasn't superhuman strength. It wasn't perfect training and it certainly wasn't luck. Each faced overwhelming danger and could have chosen self-preservation. Instead, they chose courage. Some carried rifles. Some carried medical supplies. Some carried secret messages. But all of them carried something far more powerful. Hope. Their actions saved lives, inspired nations and remind us that history is not only shaped by governments and generals. Sometimes, history is changed by one ordinary person making an extraordinary decision. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible true stories from the past. Because sometimes, the greatest legends are the ones that really happened.